Howdy. Today we're going to be discussing the events leading up to Pompey's death. Now you're probably thinking, who was Pompey? Well, Pompey was essentially a political and military leader. He was consul 3 times and he hated Caesar. And I mean hated Caesar. The reasons why he hated Caesar varied a lot, which you can pause the video if you're really all that interested. But before all of that, let me preface the video by saying that both Pompey and Caesar had something called legal immunity. It came with the positions that they held. So if you're ever thinking to yourself, wait, is that illegal? The answer is no, but yes. So essentially, Caesar can't enter Rome because of his position because, well, Rome has some crazy stupid laws. But he needs to enter Rome because he wants to run for consul again, and he needs to stand in for election. Once again, Rome has some crazy laws. Now, he could enter Rome if he resigned from his position. But you see, there were a few problems with that. One of the problems is that he would lose his army, and Caesar liked his army. And another one of the problems was those illegal things. You see, if he didn't have the legal immunity because he resigned, then, well, they would probably charge him with his illegals. A lot of political debates happened, but to make a long story short, Caesar did some no-nos, Pompey did some no-nos, and Senate did some no-nos. This made Caesar really mad, and so he crossed the Rubicon. After he crossed the Rubicon, he later marched on Rome. This means that he was at war with Rome. But you see, Caesar was Rome. That meant that this was the Roman Civil War. But enough about Caesar. This video is not about Caesar. But speaking of Caesar, his friend Labienus left him to join Pompey, which was a huge deal. This made Caesar mad, of course, so Caesar took Rome, most of Senate left for Greece, Caesar made himself dictator, then Caesar made himself consul. After this, well, Caesar wanted Spain. And of course, Caesar gets what he wants, and he gets Spain. Through battle, of course. During this time, 80% of the Senate, being little babies, fled to Greece and left Rome. Now, Caesar couldn't sail to Greece because it was winter, but not really winter because it wasn't, and so he could sail. Which I know sounds really confusing, but bear with me here. Caesar actually controlled the calendars, and so he got to control if it was winter or not. Didn't mean he controlled the weather, but he controlled what other people thought the weather happened. Just stay with me, okay? So Pompey fled to Egypt because he was scared of what Caesar would do. So as Pompey arrived at Egypt, he was killed, for no real reason at all. And that's the events leading up to Pompey's death. Bye now! Howdy, I just wanted to say that you should subscribe if you breathe or are interested in things and stuff. So yeah, that's the end of the video, really. Bye now.